break down the game. Around the league we keep it tight. Diesel on the mic every night.
Mikey Diesel.
Around the league, week in the life. Mental health minute. Unsung heroes. Ask the comics between the whistles. Call it how it is. V.V.H.L. No filter on this. Brought to you by KXKShop.com, the exclusive apparel partner of the V.V.H.L. Always use code V.V.H.L.
15 for 15% off. Now your host, co-founder, commissioner, V.V.H.L Cup champion and Hall of Famer. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome your host coming at you hot from a makeshift vocal booth in his closet. Get on your feet and welcome Mikey Diesel!
Hello everyone, it's that time of the week again. V.V.H.L Between the Whistles with your host, me, Mikey Diesel, commissioner of the V.V.H.L, the Fours Division. I'm an owner and player in the Fours Division, an owner and player in the Sixes Division, co-founder of the league, admin, on-air personality on Livewire, kind of do it all. And this is our podcast, super producer Backblast Dan doing his thing on the ones and twos behind, adding the music, adding the sound effects, keeping myself looking pretty, sounding pretty, and I can't thank him enough for that. So yeah, this is our podcast. Comes out usually every Monday. It's a Sunday afternoon. We're recording this thing, and we always kick it off with a week with Mikey Diesel. Alrighty, yeah, so this week has been pretty fun for me, I'm not gonna lie. We'll start a little backwards. Last night, my wife and I went to a concert venue. It's an outside amphitheater, not usually my favorite place to go to. I'm not like the biggest like amphitheater fan, but we went to go see Muse with opening acts Temper Trap and Block Party. I'm pretty sure that everyone's heard at least one song, knows at least one song from those three bands. And I can't say it enough, man. Muse just absolutely crushed it. I've never, ever seen Muse perform poorly. I've never walked away from a Muse concert and been like, oh man, I really wish it was this, or I wish it was that. And even the songs they didn't play that I was hoping they played, they made up for with like another banger that they haven't played in like 20 years and stuff. So just what an incredible show. It was amazing. We were really hoping for some good weather, and good Lord did we get the opposite. Thunderstorms in the area, torrential downpours walking into the show. My wife was very excited. She wanted to get a $100 like sweatshirt, which is whatever. It's what they do at concerts now. I'm not gonna sit there, like her and I never go out. So I'm like, you know what? You want the sweatshirt, get the sweatshirt. And she's like, oh, I think it's gonna be sold out. And I was like, all right, whatever. Go to the show and I'm like, hey, you want to bring a sweatshirt? She's like, no, I'll be good. Like, no sooner did we get down there did the skies open up and it's raining. And she's like, well, how am I gonna walk into the venue? I don't have anything to cover my hair. And I was like, you can have my hoodie. So of course, Mikey Diesel's out there getting soaked, running from like station to station, trying to get under the cover while she's kind of walking behind me. She can't walk as fast as me, whatever. So yeah, I just kept running station to station, like waiting for her with the hood on and stuff like that. And we waited for a spot. The rain kind of died down, so we like jumped out to our seats. And as we're walking by, everyone's like, "Oh, hey, nice sweatshirt! Oh, love the sweatshirt! Hey, what a great sweatshirt!" And I'm sitting there getting aggravated because it's my sweatshirt, and it just so happened to be, get ready for it, everyone, a 21 Pilots sweatshirt. And I was like, oh, look at all this love going out there. Everyone likes the band. This is like so cool. And then like I had to keep turning around thinking they were talking to me, forgetting that my wife was wearing it. So she's like, oh yeah, no thanks. She's like, and then like, she's like, it's actually his though. And I was like, thank you. I needed the love. It's like that episode of Seinfeld when George goes into a party with his girlfriend. He goes out and buys this big, like, expensive salad. And the girlfriend carries it in and she gets all the praise for bringing the salad in. And George just gets upset about it. Like, it's even, like, a worthwhile thing to get upset about. So, like, that was kind of my reaction. I'm like, why do I care if some stranger told my wife nice sweatshirt? I had to correct him. Like, oh, actually, that's my shirt. I'm a fan of the band as well. I probably know all the lyrics, so I'm just, and they were like, yeah, all right, whatever. Like, we're just saying nice sweatshirt, man. Why don't you just go fuck off, dude? You're like 45 years old. What are you doing at a show? Joke's on them because I'm 44 years old, so fuck them. But it was like really funny, dude, because like we were at the show and like Temper Trap crushed it. They were amazing. Block Party crushed it. They too were amazing. And Muse was getting ready to come out. And like you could tell because like the house lights started going down and they played like a song a little bit louder over the speaker, which is usually like Metallica does it a lot with like an AC/DC song and stuff like that. So like I'm just like such a concert geek and like a psychopath with it that I was like, oh, this is it. They're gonna be coming. And my wife goes, yeah, but this isn't Muse. And there were these two girls in front of us, like talking about the music on playback. So then there were two girls in front of us. They were taking selfies like throughout the pre-show and like just 45 of the same thing, and they just had to tilt their head a little bit and this and that. And so my wife goes, oh, this isn't Muse. And I was like, yeah, it's about to be though. And one of the two girls that was taking the selfies turns around, looks at me and nods. And she's like, yeah, it is about to be Muse. I was like, turn around. Shut up, toots. No one's talking to you. I certainly wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my wife. Like, maybe just focus on the 46th selfie and make sure that's the good one. Like, fucking leave me alone, man. Go worry about your Instagram stories. I'm talking to my wife here. But regardless, they were unbelievable. If you ever get a chance to see Muse, they never disappoint. I don't care if you know the songs or not. Like, the vibes, the energy, the visuals, it's just all, like, top-notch, top tier. They're always working on their live shows. They're always, like, trying to, like, do this new wild creative stuff. So yeah, just what a show. Can't even stop thinking about it. It was just so much fun. And I mean, that was fun. Yeah, I got home at like 1:30 in the morning, didn't go to bed until like 2:45 in the morning, woke up, had to go play baseball. I was very excited about playing baseball, but you know, you're a little tired out there. I'm like, I'm hurting, I'm tired. I'm not gonna pitch or anything. I'm just gonna kind of chill. And like a bunch of guys bailed again. A bunch of guys got injured during the game and had to sit out. So we only had 9. My starting pitcher wasn't doing super great. He's like, Mike, I gotta come out. So I was like, man, screw it, I'll go in again. So not only did last Sunday did I pitch 9 innings, I pitched 2 more innings on Thursday, and I went out for another 5 today. So I absolutely got to get some ice on my arm, man. That's a lot of pitching in 1 week, and I really hope it doesn't hurt. But that's, you know, got to do what you got to do for the good of the team. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I keep dropping an iced coffee. So if you hear shuffling around, that's me fixing all the stuff that I keep knocking over. But yeah, so pretty sore, a lot of baseball this week. It was a real lot of baseball. The only other funny thing that happened from Thursday was I hit a ball to third base, and there was this guy, he just joined a team. He's like 6'5", man, has a cannon for an arm. He picked the ball up and looked at first base, and I could tell the first baseman was a little bit up the line. I'm like, this guy's gonna throw a 100-mile-an-hour ball right into the side of my temple, and I'm gonna drop here. So I just stopped. I was like, go throw me out, dude. I don't even care. And I just stopped in front of the bag, and then he threw it over the first baseman's head. So I like got on base, and they were like, bro, what was that? I'm like, I don't know, man. The guy's got a cannon for an arm, and I really didn't feel like getting smashed in the face with a fastball, man. I'm just trying to go to work tomorrow. And they're like, just run through the bag, you idiot. I'm like, yeah, I know. This is why I can't coach anymore. It's always do as I say and not as I do, because I'm like the worst instinctual baseball player you can see. But we ended up winning the game. It was pretty good. I was like, man, it's been a long week. Like, I still got a long weekend ahead of me, so I'm just gonna go home after baseball and stuff. And I was like, if anyone brings beers, I'll have one beer, whatever. So I look over by my truck and there's like a congregation of people and they're all in a circle, like, looks like they're all holding beers. I was like, oh, hell yeah, man. I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to stay, but if you're all staying, you're all vibing, man, I'll stay for one beer. Gotta go right away. And, I'll just stay for one for the boys. And they were like, no, we don't have any beers. And I looked over and my buddy Mike, who coincidentally is the one that got hit in the face with the ball in last week's episode. He's all healed up. He's back playing. He's doing well. He was 2 for 2 off me that other Sunday. But yeah, so he he was standing there with a tall boy Corona. And I was like, oh, nice, dude. You brought beers. And they were like, no, correction. He brought a beer from home. And I just looked at him and I said, dude, please tell me that's not true. And he's like, what? He's like, I brought one beer from home. What's wrong with that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. Like, I'm like, you don't think it's kind of weird that, like, you showed up to a baseball game, everyone, like, is kind of rotating, bringing beers and things like that. And you decided to rock a tall boy by yourself, dude? Like, bring 12 beer. I don't know, man. Go buy a 12-pack of Coronas if it's like that. Like, at least everyone that sticks around, because there's not always a ton of us. Like, you can all have one. This dude shows up with a bullet. Just one beer. Dude, I'm like, I gotta get out of here, man. I can't even process what's happening right now. I'm long gone, man. Good game. Good luck Sunday. I'll see you guys later. Like, I just like drove home shaking my head. I was like, bro, about one. This dude brings one beer to the field for himself. It's like, man, if you're not gonna have enough to share with the class, don't bring it at all. Am I right? Am I right, chat? But speaking of chat, I heard a lot of feedback about my coworkers. So we're really gonna loosen up the belt here. I got a couple more funny stories that, based off the feedback of last week's episode, they seem worth telling here. So we're gonna tell them here. First, I was playing the clips of that I sent to Disaster about like him stepping on people on Livewire and the live stream, and about how like, how it wasn't working and it was just a little clunky that night. So I was like playing the clip for a couple guys at work just to see if they thought it was as funny as I did, with like the pregnant pause after like Disaster cut me off, and I was like, no, I don't want to talk anymore. So I played that for my buddy Steve at work, and this guy is the king of talking over people. Like, a thought gets in his head and he just has to shit it out of his mouth immediately. Like you could be like, oh, hey, what'd you do yesterday? He's like, well, I mowed the grass and my son, and like just doesn't stop. And then you're like, you pause when he's done talking, you go to start talking, he's like, he ties his own skates. And it's like, wait, what was that? We were mid-sentence over. He's like, yeah, he ties his own skates. My son, he ties his own skates. We're like, oh, all right. Yeah, no, cool. Well, we're going to go back to like this other thing that has nothing to do with it. And then like, he'll be like, yeah, top rated 101 card sign. It's top 101 signed. It's card. It's really, and I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, can you just let other people have a conversation for like 2 seconds? So anyways, I was playing the clips for him. And this guy goes, wow, dude. He's like, you couldn't even get a word in edgewise on this kid. He's like, that's crazy. He's like, man, he's like, yeah, I think I'd be pretty frustrated. I go, you think you'd be pretty frustrated? I'm like, bro, that's you. You're listening to you. Like, this is you, Steve. You like, we had a good laugh about it in the truck. I was just like, good Lord, man. And then he's always like busting chops and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I got this big project, whatever. He's like, you want me to come do it? What are you doing with it? Is it this? Is it UL listed? Did you check with this? Did you check with? I'm like, God damn, dude, is it your job or mine? I'm like, yo, I got it, bro. It's all good. I got it, man. And then the belle of the ball, my buddy that was talking about the Madden tournament last week and all that stuff. He comes back again. We got a couple fun stories with him. We all have work iPads where we get our work orders on. We can talk to customers that way, get our emails, get all the pertinent stats of the equipment we're going to service, whatever. And this guy lost his iPad. Couldn't find it. And I've done it. We've all done it. It's a normal occurrence there. But like, we used to be able to log in to iCloud and do like the Find My iPad thing. You could set beeps on it. You could like live track it and things of that nature. Anyways, they stripped the passwords with like a recent update. So you can't do it anymore. But back then when you could, I told my buddy about it. I'm like, yeah, man, like you just log in with your like your class, like your college login and this password that gets you into your work orders, and then you should be able to find it that way. And he's like, oh, cool. Can I borrow your login info? I'm like, what do you need my login info for? He's like, so I can find my iPad. I'm like, can you say that one more time? He's like, yeah, can I borrow your login info so I can log in so I can try and find my iPad? And I'm like, bro, like, you know that's not how that works, right? Like, that's not how it works. Like, you have to log in with your information on the iCloud thing, and then you will find your devices when you log into that. He's like, yeah, but I can't log in. I don't have my iPad. Can I borrow your login? I'm like, yeah, you might be helpless, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I was like, no, you can't. You can't do that. And then, you know, back before when our supervisor first started, he's like, he gets his work orders and stuff. He's like, man, it's a lot of work orders. He's like, hey, do you mind if I, like push these off to tomorrow? I got an overtime gig that I'm starting this afternoon, and I'd really like to get a head start on that before, you know, like around lunchtime. It was like the confused dog look again. I'm like, are you telling this guy that you're actively like doing your overtime on regular shifts so you can have nothing to do on overtime and just chill out? And he was. That's exactly what he was doing. He's like, yeah, man, I'll just do that other work tomorrow. Tonight I'm supposed to stay for overtime, so I just want to like hang at the shop on the couch and watch TV and not like work overtime on overtime. So those two stories were kind of wild to me. I thought they were pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to take me through the week in Mikey Diesel. And oh boy, let's get right into the next segment, looking around the league.
A look around the league. A look around the league. A look around the league.
All right, we're looking around the league here. We're looking around the league. And before we get into all the hot topics and juicy rumors, let's take a look at some stats and standings really quickly. We're going to do top fives. We're not doing top tens. This is going to be just a placeholder until Livewire's back and cooking with all the neat bells and whistles that Shawnee was working with. So we'll start off with the standings for each division. And it looks like over in the Crunch division, we got the Dover Demons. They're sitting at 16-2 with 46 points. That's gross. Soul Reapers right behind them, 15-1-2 for 46 points as well. V.V.H.L. Barn Cats, 12-5-1, rocking a 37 points on the season. Gridlight Cycles, they are 11-5-2 for 33 points. South Beach Snipers, 10-8 for 30 points. Royal Ghost, 9-9 with 26 points. Coffin Floppers, that's my team, 7-11, 20 points. Hydra right behind us, 5-12-1 with 16 points. Viva La Revolution at 4-11-3, they got 15 points. And the V.V.H.L. Portage Money Shots round out the Crunch division at 0-14-1. Yeah, is that, no, 3-14. Good Lord, I can't read. 3, yeah, thanks for zooming in, laptop. 3-14-1 for 9 points on their season so far. A lot of climbing to do for some of those bottom teams, but there's a ton of time left. And let's take a quick look over at our Surge division. Pardon me. We got the Cherry Cartel. They're sitting at 12-4-2 with 37 points. Evil Leprechauns, 11-6-1 at 34 points. Pine Rangers, 11-6-1 at 34 points. Angry Birds are at 11-7 with 33 points. Bigger dogs, ruff, ruff. God bless those big dogs, man. What a team. What an assembly of guys. It's barking season. Ruff. 10-8, 30 points. Knights right behind them, 11-6-1 at 29 points. Silver Foxes right behind them at 7-10-1 after a big 5-1 week, so they're on the up. 19 points for them. The Raptors right behind them, 6 and 12 at 18 points. The Sicilian Dragons, 6, 10 and 2, 18 points as well. And rounding out the Surge division is the Iron Waltz at 3, 14 and 1, much like the Money Shots. A lot of climbing to do, a lot of time left. So that's what the standings looks like there. And let's take a quick look at our top 5 for goals. Looks like we got Big K, Gridlight Cycles, 29 goals, followed by Crazy Kraut with 27. Rudester has 17. He's tied with Dex, 17 as well. And we got Jaybird rounding out the top 5 with 16 goals. As far as the assists go, Thought King, 25. Not Luigi, 21. That Man J, 19. Bulky Microbe, 18. Mewtwo, Buck Neeson, A Day Day, all tied with 16 to round out their top 5. Ooh, plus minus. Now this is a stat category I am very familiar with, and I don't think I've once ever seen a plus next to my name. But these boys have a lot of pluses next to their name. We got Thought King, 27, plus 27, followed by Kraut. He's at plus 24. Rudester, plus 22. Day Day, plus 22. And then we got Biggie Otis, Joker 420. They are tied for 5th with 17, plus 17. So big ups to those guys to be on the ice for a lot of goals, and a lot of goals for, not a lot of goals against. And let's take a quick look over at some goalie stats here. Now these ones are not going to be like a live wire thing. I think I'm going to be a little more kind of stat driven here if I can. I think one of the biggest stats you can have as a goalie is your record in net. So we went with the top 5 records. I got Scythen leading it off at 10-1-1. Similar, aka Madzilla, aka Nephew Collier, aka Uneven Dazzle number 2. Not number 1. He's sitting with an 8-1 record. Tied with him is Yo-Yo, 8-1. ZL Grimm's 7-1-1. And rounding out that top 5, we got Terry A, Mad Attack, 7-2 record. Shout out all you goalies getting a real good record going, so good on you. And now this next one, I had to do a little research on. We went save percentage, but the qualifications where you had to have faced 100 shots or more. So with that caveat, we got Yo-Yo leading with an 820 save percentage, facing 159 shots. Behind him is Rose Petal Killer with a 790 save percentage, facing 176 shots. Right behind him is Easy Dunk, 790 save percentage, 198 shots, nearly 200. Section 8 comes in 4th with a 780 save percentage, facing 110 shots. And number 5, tied with Section 8, 780 save percentage. This guy has faced 220 shots. So big ups to Coronado to have that boisterous of a save percentage after facing all those shots. That is a lot of shots. And that's a quick look at our stats here. We're gonna try and filter in some more stuff. Just try and show people out a little bit like Livewire-esque, just to add it in, just to keep it going for now as a placeholder. So we'll be doing that week in, week out. If there's a certain stat that you think should be on here, let me know. Fill out the form, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. As far as that, let's get into some of the headlines around here. Well, we started the V.V.H.L this week, season 2. My team, the Coffin Floppers, happened to go 2-1. I ultimately didn't even look at our stats. I still haven't had a chance to. It's just been a heavy baseball week this week and working, so I didn't even get a chance to play, see what happened. Those boys went 2-1. It was fantastic. I was really happy about that. One thing I wasn't happy about was Sad Boy taking everyone I wanted. I should have caught it earlier when I saw that he drafted Caustic, but I thought I was getting Was on the second round. Of course he would go to the team that Caustic's on. They play sixes together, and Sad Boy's a really good owner, so that would have been fun to play with him. I've had a chance to play a couple of drop-ins with Was lately, or you know, draft lobbies and things like that, and they've always been fun, so that's really good. Was is a great dude. He's a great addition to the league. But yeah, so let's take a quick look at some of the standings here. Looks like the V.V.H.L Kings, led by Biggie Otis, went 3-0 in the week with 6 points. Raptors, 2-1, 4 points for them. Coffin Floppers, that's my team, 2-1, 4 points for us. Glacier Wolves, 2-1, 4 points for them. Stallions, 2-1, 4 points to them. Guess what the V.V.H.L Zombies did, the Zamboni Zombies? They went 2-1, you guessed it, 4 points. As for the Egg Farmers, they went 1-2. So now we're going to get a little bit of a change here. Viper City Venom, a day 1, season 1, OG owner, Mr. 7 Killshot, X everywhere, X Rain, X everything. The Dream Killer Mikey Tons, he's led his team to 1-2 record for 2 points. They're gonna be on the come up. I'm not gonna hold them to 8th place for much longer in the standings. Hoagie Sicilian Dragons, 0-3, same story, man. They'll climb their way right out of it. And one of my favorite team names, team logos here, led by Master Collier, 0-3. They'll be on the come up. Great teams drafted. It's going to be tough to get our footing. You know, when you're drafting for a 6s league, a 6s division in a 4s primary league, it's tough, man, because like someone could be the most skilled 3s player, and then the second you get like 12 people on the ice, man, it's chaos, and like everyone's scrambling, and like even the best players can have a hard time adapting. So to try and draft 4s players that are also 6s players is very tricky. Sometimes you can't tell that just by the stats. So it's a little bit of taking a flyer on guys. But I think once people start getting a little more comfortable, they get used to the pace of play, the weeks go on, and everyone's building chem and stuff like that. Those teams at the bottom are certainly going to find their way up. I expect a lot of moving around in the standings. So have no fear, owners at the bottom of the standings. I have all the faith in the world in you. It's going to be a dogfight all season, and I'm here for it. Now on the V.V.H.L side of things, oh boy, were there some trades. I happened to make a trade of Yeti for Crave Dog, which in my opinion felt like an early season blockbuster. Crave Dog's always a first rounder. He's always a first rounder. Yeti's always a first rounder. And it was just a 1-for-1 swap, 2 disgusting forwards for each other. And to be honest with you, I have nothing but good things to say about Yeti. That dude is funny as hell. He was great in our server. He was great in our chats. He was just an amazing dude. A lot of fun to have around. But ultimately what it came down to for us was I just felt like myself and Crave Dog have more chemistry, and it's just more built-in chemistry already because we've just played together on the Mike Hawks a couple of times. We've played together in other leagues a bunch. So like we have natural chem. It just felt like it was the move to make. I wish nothing but the best for Yeti. He's over with the Silver Foxes with Backblast Dan. And those boys just had a 5-1 week. Could Yeti be the key to that? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. So big ups to him. I wish him nothing but the best. I wish Crave nothing but the best. And yeah, so while we're speaking of trades, we'll go over a couple other trades that happened here. I'm seeing Bosa for Sticky or Penny from the Iron Waltz to the Knights. That's a great deal for both teams. Sticky or Penny can play net. Bosa can play net. They both can skate out. They both do really well. I'd like that. It feels like a change of scenery type trade, much like the Crave Dog for Yeti thing. So that's a pretty good one. I like that. Next up, you see Bubba going for VTech Thunder. Again, 2 kind of later round picks. One's a little more defensive minded, one's a little more offensive minded. So it might be a little bit of a shake up there, and just see if they gel with their new line mates and they find their new they find their new forever home. Well, moving on. This is okay. This is the one that's gonna get everything going. 6 players involved, 3 teams. Lot of moving parts here. I don't even know who left what team. I'm not even gonna pretend to look it up. We're just gonna talk about the trade and work our way up to the controversy part of it. So Hydra are getting JG 813. Again, first round type talent, amazing D-man, cup winner, 6L cup winner. Hydra are getting a dog there for sure. Raptors, Why Am I So Raw, Highborn Pigeon, and Slur. Now, funny story about Slur. We actually traded him last season on the, were we the Mike Hawks last season? Yeah, I think it was. Whatever, yeah. Well, whatever team. Oh no, well, I don't. Whatever we were. Oh, we were the Mega Flowers. Yeah. So we traded him for the Mega Flowers, and he was like, "Oh man, that's the first time I've ever been traded for." So I'm like, "Oh shit, dude. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. I don't know." And now 2 seasons in a row he's gotten traded. So Slur's one of the best dudes in the league. He's a big hitter. He's a big scorer. He's going to enjoy playing with Sad Boy, and Sad Boy's going to enjoy playing with him. Same for Raw and Highborn. And then you're looking at the South Beach Snipers. And here we go, boys. Buckle up. Boss Games TV, it's me, Aquino, joining up with Caustic, joining up with Dunk, joining up at the Sweat Factory. They're hitting the sauna. They're in the Sweat Lodge. That's going to be a team to look out for the rest of the way, because they just got 2 behemoth players that could theoretically shift the landscape of the league here. So I'm sure the chats will be buzzing a little more about that. They've been buzzing behind the scenes, so it's that thing's gonna get a whole lot of fodder, I'm sure. Looking around, the Hydra stayed active, man. They along with JG, they get a new winger in Johnny Longtwig, trading Spikopot for him. I call him Psychopath because that's the letters jumbled up. But yeah, Psychopath for Johnny Longtwig to the Hydra. I like that for both teams. Again, change of scenery, see how it goes for you guys. Revolution aren't really doing the whole lineup overhaul thing. They're being a little more cautious with their trades. I like it. I like it a lot. And look at this. We got another 3-team trade here. Revolution, part of it. They're receiving Rash Colton. Royal Ghost get Papa Palpatine. Burner Mad Dog heads his way over to the Pine Rangers. So it's cool. It's always cool to see some 3-team trades. I don't know why. We might have one 4-team trade. Maybe we need to get a 10-team trade going and just shift everyone in the division one time. That'd be kind of fun. But 3-teamers are not far from the norm. So we'll see if there's more to come this season. I wouldn't be surprised if there were. And then the last trade that really came through this week was Silky Senko and Penguin Knight leaving the Barn Cats, heading to the Portage Money Shots in exchange for 2 mainstays of the league: Big Truck, goalie center, Swoley Mammoth, jack of all trades, elite scorer. He went criminally late in the draft this season. That guy puts up points all the time, and to have him go as late as he did was a really big steal for Portage, and now they've obviously turned it into they're shifting a little bit of offense for more defense and goaltending. So be interesting to see how that all goes out. Oh, this is a terrible note. I never should have went with this one. I was playing, man, it was just dad joke city. I'm just gonna throw it out there because I wrote it down, so I gotta say it now. We were dusting a team tried to go for a Michigan. I'm like, bro, I can't believe this guy just tried a Michie. You know what my least favorite Great Lake is? Yeah, it's Michigan. And I was ashamed of myself after, and I was like, you know what? I don't even care, man. I don't even care. I like it. It's going out there. Now it's in the ether. You got to deal with it. You have to listen to it. No, I didn't even laugh retelling it, so I know it's not a funny joke, but there it is. But all these trades, man, has us thinking again, is it time for a trade committee along with the salary cap? We're always tweaking. We're always evolving. We're always trying to do different things with the league. And I think this season I'm going to remind everyone that if you're going to complain like this, fill out the survey at the end of the season. We have a trade committee season ending question every season. Are you a fan of the salary cap? Would you prefer a trade committee? Would you prefer just a trade committee or just a salary cap or a combination of both? Give us your thoughts on what you think would work. And no one ever fills it out, man. They skip over it. They ignore it. So you have no one to blame but yourselves. I've been a proponent for it. It just hasn't come through because we haven't gotten the traction from the community. So if you guys want to see a trade committee, and you want to complain about all sorts of trades and whatnot, make it happen. Let your voices be heard. That's the only way that we're going to be able to change something, is when your voices are heard. So I've also been working on another hypothesis, and I need some of the sweaty dudes or people that actually know how to play this game tell me if I'm right or wrong, because I really feel like I'm onto something here. No one else has said they've heard of it, so it makes me think that I'm absolutely doing something wrong, but I'm gonna throw it out there at you. And my thought is, if you're holding down the right trigger and you just do a solid wrist shot, if you're right-handed, you're holding down on the right trigger, you move your right joystick from the center position to 3 o'clock and flip it up to 12 o'clock, it's an even harder snapshot. It sounds different to me. It's totally different than a regular wrist shot. You don't have to roll your stick all the way back from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. up to 3 and flip it up. This one, you just hold down the right joystick, you go to 3 o'clock, flip it up, and the puck just snaps off the thing. It's and I've said it to a couple people. I've gotten mixed reactions. People said they never heard of it, but one of the people that said they never heard of it also didn't know that you can press LB to cancel a pass. So I'm really wondering if I'm onto something, because every time I'm taking shots now, I'm holding RT, aiming low, and just firing it, and it's finding its way in. That gold quick release is activating, and I swear it's a combo of holding down that right trigger. So I'd love to hear some feedback on that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's a Dumbo and the magic feather type situation. I truly don't know. I'm going to continue doing it because it feels good. And maybe it's all in my head and it's like a placebo effect, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yeah, so playing baseball Thursday, came home. I actually had super low data that day. I've been on a super cheap phone plan. It's $15 a month. It's 20 gigs of data. As soon as I'm done with it, I just ride it out until the plan reactivates. I really don't feel like paying for more data because all I'm going to do is Discord scroll and get into arguments with people on the highway where he's yelling at me. And I've just been slow on it. So I wasn't getting Discord updates as frequently as I normally would because of the data thing. And I came home from baseball on Thursday. I was oh, let me go see. Man, it's been awfully quiet. I haven't seen any DMs. I haven't this and that. So things must be going well. And as soon as I put my phone on in Wi-Fi at my house, I look and see 46 Discord notifications. I was nope, not today, Satan. Not happening. This is all my fault. I thought it was gonna be a chill week, and it's been nothing but chaos. It's just been a whole mess of DMs, tickets, management chat, all this type of stuff, which I'll get into actually, no, I'll get into it now. We have an owner. This owner caused a problem before he was even given a team. I told him it was threatening his status in the league. It was threatening him as an ownership candidate. Brought us all admins into a chat, talked to all of us, profusely apologized. We kind of said we'll give him a team, but let's see how it goes and keep a close eye on him. And man, it's just so tough because the first time around this happened, he's oh, I was just busting a friend's chops, and I'm well, your friend whose chops you were busting just put in a ticket on you, dude. So what are we supposed to think about that? If you're just horsing around or something, this dude doesn't get it. He's all bummed out now. And then he went to that guy and asked him to walk it back, which he did. And it was whatever. We're all right, fine, just don't let it happen again. So then something happens this time, talking about trades for people, and just kind of said some off-color stuff, nothing offensive or nothing offensive or slurs or anything like that, but just said something that was kind of off-putting after a trade was done, and we were man, that's shitty. That's just shitty. And that person put in a ticket. So I'm listen, you obviously said something shitty. You upset this guy enough where he put in a ticket. Now we're going off everything we see. And he's man, I was just playing around. I was just having fun with a friend. I'm bro, you just said that the last time that we had this issue. That was 2 weeks ago. And now here we are again, full circle. Now it's happening again. Now we're just busting chops of another friend. I'm listen, man, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Nah, fool me once, shame on you. Fuck. Now I've already been fooled, guys. Great. But no, it's just, I don't want to hear the same excuse twice. We already told you that people can be sensitive about stuff like this, so knock it off. Yeah, of course. No, my bad. They're sensitive. Got it. Won't happen again. You have my word. You'll never hear my name come up again. 2 weeks later, your name's coming up again. And that's just aggravating for us. And now there's tickets coming back and forth, walking it back, saying, oh, I didn't mean this. Oh, I thought that. Oh, I thought this. Well, here's the problem. You can't put, like, the milk back in the jug. You know what I mean? Like, you obviously got tilted when whatever was said was said. You were obviously tilted enough to open a ticket, type in the ticket, press send, let it sit there because we were all busy. So it sat there for a while, waited for someone to answer it. They answered it. You talked about all the stuff that was bothering you. We act on it. And then the next day it's, oh shit, nah, he was fooling around. It's just, I misread the situation. That's on me, guys. My B. Well, it's not your B. Now we just wasted like 3 days worth of our time for a bunch of bullshit that, like, we didn't have to. And these are the things that, like, drive us crazy as admins. Cause, like, we really do. We love this place. We love you as a community. We love everything that happens here. The one thing that, like, really goes up our ass sideways is when our intelligence is insulted, and when it feels like we're taken advantage of, or we're thought to be stupid. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, like, and we don't like wasting our time for things that don't need to be wasted, you know, that didn't, like, we just spent 3 days worth of energy and time and focus on this stupid situation, and it was just ongoing. It was endless DMs to the point where I had to delete Discord for the night because I knew I was going to be just DMing people while I was at this concert, and I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Like, and that's the other thing too, like, man, this is just turned into a huge gripe fest, but you know what? Welcome to the new segment, Sour Grapes with Mikey D. But it's like, we also have, like, families and responsibilities and things like that. And, like, our weekend, we love to, like, just chill, have fun in the things and stuff. And there's nothing worse than we're, like, it's our wind down time and just chill on games and, like, settle for the night and decompress, and someone pops in the lobby like, oh, did you hear that this guy said this and this? It's like, man, just pop a ticket in. Don't DM us. Don't jump in our chat and tell us that. Like, just put in a ticket, man. If you feel that strongly about it, sleep on it first of all, obviously, because we have this issue that we have now. But sleep on it, man. Maybe don't send that message. There's literally a segment here that has the song. Maybe don't send that message. Think it through, man. If you, like, wake up the next day and you're like, yeah, no, fuck that, I'm putting in the ticket, then put in the ticket. When you're hard pressed and tilted like that in the moment, don't do it. Because if it's something you're gonna regret and you gotta walk back, now we potentially have to do a news post about, like, oh, this guy's back in ownership, oh, this guy's not a GM, all this. Hey, turns out they were just joking around. Don't we look like stupid idiots? Like, and that's what it is. So it's like, that just, it sucks for us. We hate having egg on our face, and we hate having egg on our face and having to walk back something we do that was initiated by someone who's, like, trying to lay cover on it and, like, walk it back. And I hope it's not just to, like, save face and, like, you know, be cool with the boys, because that's not what this league is, man. We've said it from day one. We'll say it till our last day here. This isn't the league for that. But let's end our Around the League segment with a funny story, because I just, like, I'm all fired up now. But yeah, we were talking in the chat. Ultimately, unfortunately, Hoagie lost a player, and he was asking me who the ECU free agents were, and I took a picture of the list of people, and I, like, posted it to him in the management chat. I'm like, hey, these are your choices. And I was like, wait a second. And this is guy Cosmic TV. He's a rookie in the league. He had a really good scouting session. He's a goalie. He was one of the guys, and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, yo, look at this dude's picture. And it looks like Michael Jackson with the Hitler mustache. And I'm like, really? Really, dude? Come on, man. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And then when I was telling someone about that, like, we were playing in a lobby while I posted that. I'm like, did you guys see this guy's picture? Like, oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Hitler Michael Jackson's back in the league? And I'm like, yeah, apparently Hitler Michael Jackson is back in the league. They're like, oh, didn't he send you an apology? I'm like, yeah, dude, he wrote me an apology. He goes, hey, bro, that's my bad, dog. you have a small wiener if you don't let me back in the league. And I'm like, all right, you won me over, Hitler Michael Jackson. You can come back in the V.V.H.L. Hitler Michael Jackson. like, bro, change that picture, man. What are we doing here? There was one other funny thing that happened. We were trying to get an admin game in. Dan, Sean, myself, we pulled in Hoagie to rotate with net. And the first game we match up against is like Snickers, Ajax, Grimmy Grimmeister, and this guy Gweeds. And holy hell, I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. These guys, like, let's go beat them and show them what happens with the V.V.H.L, blah, blah, blah. Good Lord, did that guy Gweeds just kick the snot out of me in net. Like, oh, it was so painful. And then after, I was like, hey, Snickers, why don't you invite Gweeds into the league so I can kick his fucking ass out? And then I DM'd him. I'm like, hey, can you like really invite him in the league so I can kick him out? And he's like, I'll ask, dude. And he goes, hey, he's all in. So I was like, hey, Gweeds, welcome into the league. Hey, just for a quick reminder, like, don't ever fucking make me look bad in the league again, or I'm gonna kick you right the fuck out. And then I threw him out of the league. Took a screenshot of the Gone Fishing tab. And then posted the John Hamm, like, in the club with the blue light, like, feeling the vibes, like, hell yeah, find it. So that was fun. He was a good sport about it. That's his entrance into the league. He kicked the crap out of me. I wanted to invite him in as a joke, and now he's here. And based off the fact that all the sweaty dudes are already saying hi to him and stuff, I think we're going to be in trouble for Season 12. But Season 12's not for a little while, so we won't worry about that yet. And that's going to take us around the league, boys and girls. And we're going to go over to the mental. We'll go over to the mental health minute, my dudes. No, the mental health minute.
Mental health minute. Take a breath, hydrate. Maybe don't send that message yet.
And like I said, maybe don't send that message yet. But speaking of not sending messages, we got a player in the league. I've been tipped off to it. I've noticed it. I don't want to address it too crazily, but there's someone that's going through a hard time right now, I feel. And they keep changing their bio about the V.V.H.L, about the game of hockey altogether. I think they're kind of getting upset and stuff like that. I really hope it's not like anything league-wise that's causing it, but yeah, I mean, you can't ride that roller coaster. It's so hard to like not get emotional about wins and losses, but if we're breaking equipment, which I have done, I've spiked many a controllers after Madden. I've punched a hole in my door. So listen, man, if anyone gets it, I get it. Changing the bio's not going to make you feel better, I promise. Breaking equipment's not going to help you, I promise. The best way to go about it, man, splash a little cold water on your face, just drink some ice water, maybe sing a little Foreigner, fool my eyes with that double vision, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's definitely better ways to go about it. Breathe, count to 10, kind of ask yourself, like, what's the ripple effect of this? Like, especially for me as a parent, man, like, we're not spiking controllers and punching doors while my kids are around. That's just sets such a bad tone. But there's no need to be updating our bios every time we lose a game. There's no need to break stuff. So like, let's just remember that we're all here for each other. And if you need anything, man, reach out. We're all here for each other. No sense in taking some real life stresses into the game. That's what this league's for. We're here to help you. We're here to help you forget about the daily BS and nonsense, because we all live stressful lives. Everyone's got it a little bit harder than the other in their own fun ways, and we all handle it differently. But, you know, I'm just kind of hoping that, like, if anyone out there, and that's a general message, if anyone's out there getting really upset to the point where they want to, like, smash controllers, like, try not to. I know it's not easy, but, you know, do your best, because we're all here for the right reasons. We're all here to back each other up. Just be happy that a bud or a peer just did something really well. Which is definitely gonna lead to something funny here, because I'm about to contradict myself, I feel. So for me, I've recently launched a baseball podcast for the 2 over 30 leagues that I'm in. It's spread like wildfire, man. Like, dudes, as soon as an episode's out, I'm getting DMs all week. I've been sharing them with Dan. Like, guys are like, I can't wait for the next episode already. Holy shit, this is the best. This league's needed this forever. Blah, blah, blah. All this fun stuff. I'm feeling like I'm on cloud 9. So I started adding a little more like personality into it versus just like monotone reading stats. And like, this is a buddy of mine. He's like a phenomenal player. He stole 6 bags this weekend, and I go, oh, hey, so-and-so stole 6 bags. I'm like, I don't know, man. Word on the street is they might have been pass balls. They might have been defensive indifference. I don't know. It's just what I'm hearing out there. And oh boy, did I get a long-ass message from him, man. This dude wrote 3 paragraphs. He's like, how dare you? I respect you as a father and a human being and a baseball player. I always respect your team. I've always liked your team. I can't believe you said... I'm like, dude, you know that I was just joking, right? And he's like, no, I listened to it 4 times. You didn't say, no, there was nothing funny. So I like clipped the clips and I sent them to him. I'm like, dude, this is me going, yeah, there it is. It says he's got 25 steals, so I guess he's got 25 steals. I'm like Krusty the Clown over the top, like, and he's like, nah, I didn't even hear a chuckle. I'm like, bro, the whole thing is a chuckle. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I'm like, so then he's just going back and forth. He's like, this is because I stole 2 bases against you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what, dude, you're right. It's because you stole 2 bases against me 3 weeks ago. I'm still worried about the fact that you stole 3 bases against me. I'm like, bro, like, you're a super like good looking dude. You're a firefighter. You're jacked to the gills. You hit home runs. You steal bases. You're an insane baseball player. Like, whatever, dude. You're out there posting thirst traps. Like, you have that fragile of a mind, and you're that self-conscious about yourself where you're like, oh my God, Mike Diesel said that I might not really have 25 stolen bases and a couple might have been pass balls. Like, that's what you're worried about, dude? So, like, in my opinion, this dude has to have lived a life where everyone and anyone that's ever been in his presence have been like, oh my God, you're the best. You're the best. You can't be stopped. No one can stop you. I'd say he's a single child, but I know his brothers. They're all great guys. He's a great guy. I love the guy. But I was like, we went back and forth for like a half an hour. I'm like, you know what, dude? I go, I'll never do another podcast again unless I'm just glazing the shit out of you. I'm just going to be dumping cum on your head. Like, I don't know what you want me to say, dude. And he's like, oh, I didn't say you have to glaze me. He's like, well, you could talk about how I struck out and how I almost never strike out. And that's a funny, like, that would be funny. He's like, especially since it was a bad call by the umpire. I'm like, so you want me to make fun of the fact that you strike out, but also talk about how you never, ever strike out? And this strikeout was because the umpire called you out and it wasn't really a strike. And that's the funny part? And he's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, you really got to go hard on it though next week. I'm like, nah, dude, I think I'm going to cancel the podcast altogether. He's like, why? I'm like, what do you mean why? I'm like, because of the conversation we've been having for a half an hour, dude. I'm like, you're giving me an ice cream headache right now. Like, I feel like I just like drank a slush straight. Like, I'm like, I'm getting a migraine talking to you, dude. Like, this is like a wild conversation that should have never ever happened. Like, you know, I joke around and I joke around with my friends, dude. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to tell you, dude. I'll never, I was like, I'll never say anything on the podcast again. But that's what I felt like. I'm like, I was riding so high and then this dude comes at me for like a half an hour and I'm like, well, GG's podcast. I guess everything can't last forever, but at the same time, that leads into what I was talking. I actually saw my therapist for the first time in like 6 weeks on Tuesday. And we were talking about things just like that. Like, she's like, you always see everything as black and white. It's black and white. It's all or nothing. There's no middle ground. You either go all the way to this end or all the way to that end. She's like, there's just no in between for you. She's like, you gotta start finding the gray. In a world of black and white, you gotta find the gray. Everything can fall into the gray. You don't have to be one extreme or the other. And it really falls in line with kind of everything we've been talking about here because, again, my first reaction, the first thing I said to the guy was, well, I'm not doing the podcast anymore. And he's like, oh, well, I'm just saying, and I'm like, well, why would I want to do it? And it's the same thing with the league, the V.V.H.L. you get one negative comment and it outweighs the 400 positive comments you get. That one will just sit there and rattle around. I'm like, man, why did that person not like the league? Like, what did we do wrong? What can we do better? And like, they're probably just a troll just saying it to say it, and they actually think it's fun or whatever. But like, man, that shit it's so crazy how your head can like flip just like that. Like, just on a dime, man. You get one wrong thing, you receive it the wrong way, and it's just, you're cooked. And it's crazy. So again, yeah, whatever about, all that stuff like that. But I'm like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing the podcast. I'm going to keep inserting a little bit of humor, because you got to have a little bit of personality. Like, who wants to listen to a robot go, White Sox beat the Pirates 6-2. This guy got a hit. That guy got a hit. Moving on. This team beat this team. This guy got a hit. That guy got a hit. Like, that's not fun for anyone. Like, I don't know. You just gotta, I don't know. I don't know. I'm aggravated about it. Like, I probably shouldn't have done this today. I'm all bent out of shape about everything. Probably because we had a fucking 15-8 lead today and I blew it on the mound. We ended up tying 15-15. Not to mention I had a chance to walk the thing off with a base hit and I flew out to a guy at the fence with the bases loaded. So not only could I have had a walk-off home run, I ultimately ended the inning and then just shit my pants on the mound and gave up a bunch of runs, so. But this is the mental health minute. I'm talking about something that's directly affecting my mental health, so I guess this is the right spot for it. It's been too much baseball. I need more sleep, more video games, less baseball, and then the week after I need more baseball to make up for the lack of baseball. And that's going to be it for the mental health minute. Let's slide over to Asking the Commish. Yeah, I love that theme. That theme's awesome, man. It's like it's again, right back to that street punk, the whoa, it's awesome. But this person wrote in, hey man, I'm in a predicament. My friend did a bad thing and broke the rules. I'm a reasonable person and can see all angles of a story. It reminds me of the Don Cherry and Ron McClane relationship. When Don was ousted, Ron threw him to the wolves to save himself. Do I stay loyal to this person or do I throw him to the wolves? How would I retain my reputation? I don't know who wrote this in. I don't know if this is related, but it's almost like the exact same thing I was talking about earlier with that owner and the tickets being put in and things like that. I don't know if these are correlated, so I'm not even going to treat them like they're correlated. I personally wonder, as far as advice for that goes, it's tough. When we started the V.V.H.L., Dan was commissioner for probably the first 3 or 4 seasons. And holy shit, did I take advantage of that. I got to play good cop the entirety of the time, and Dan was just bad cop. These are our rules. This is our foundation. And I'd be like, hey guys, listen, I hear you, man. Like, Dan's, yeah. No, he's the rules guy, man. I just go with the flow, baby. Like, yeah, like, I'll talk to him for you and stuff like that. And that was like such a shit ass approach. It really was. Like, I should have been backing him up way earlier in the day, especially when we were first getting our footing. And just for myself, I'll tell you, one of the best things that could have ever happened to me was Dan and I had to have a real conversation. He's like, Mike, you're not all in on this league right now. He's like, you get your hands in too many pots. This is my only league. And I would get like kind of aggravated. I'd be like, dude, yeah, well, I like to play and I'm a little more available than you. Like, my kids go to sleep and, I know you, like his son was like kind of like going through some medical stuff. So like he was really busy a lot. And I was like, yeah, whatever, man, I'm going with the flow, blah, blah, blah. And like, he was like, dude, listen, this shit's like too much for me right now. You have to take over for commissioner. Like, I need you to. And I was like, yeah, man, how hard could it be? Oh boy, did I find out how hard it could be. And one of those, like, that is one of the most forever things just in life in general and in this league, like on a secondary thing. Had Dan never pushed me to that level, I'd never be the person I am today. I wouldn't be doing a podcast. I probably wouldn't even be in the league anymore. I've really felt like I've grown up and been more assertive in all those things. And that's a huge credit to Dan for that, because he really did. he kept nudging me, and like sometimes I wouldn't take the subtle hints, and then he'd have to like shove me with two hands to kind of really push me out of a comfort zone. And with that getting pushed out of the comfort zone, it falls in line with kind of what's going on in this thing about breaking the rules. I'm a reasonable person, see all angles of the story. I'm a big see all angles of the story type person, but now it's like we've thrown out really good friends. Like Rain was great friends with all of us, and he ultimately got, dismissed from the league or whatever you want to call it, for just refusing to back down and just like progressively like digging a deeper and deeper hole. And that was hard. And another guy, like, I always vibed with Dankus Mac. We're both like construction worker guys, if anyone knows who Dankus Mac is. He's originally from Jersey. He's like a ball busting guy. I'm a ball busting guy. So him and I like just gelled all the way. But like Dank would always take it over the limit. And I'd always cover for him. And I'm like, bro, you can't be saying that stuff. Like, I can only stick my neck out so far, blah, blah, blah. I'd always like try and like do damage control for him until one day he went over a line. And it fell to that, like, and that was another one of those circumstances where it's like, we have to stick to the league vibe first. And I said it day one, I'm like, if we're gonna do this thing, we have to operate under league first, team second, individual third. I go, it's the only key to success. I go, if we go by that, and we tell people that we go by that, and we have the league value statement and the rules, we have nothing on our hands as far as like a subjective dismissal of the server or anything. Like, we can be like black and white, like, you signed this, you saw the rule book, you saw this, you know your player expectations, you didn't uphold your end of it, our hands are tied, it's black and white. And that's the way to do it. It really is. So for as this person, I can't tell you what to do there. I know that for me personally, I would ask myself, how does me staying loyal to this person, or how does if I get them in trouble, how does that affect my reputation? Well, you have to decide for yourself. Are you of the league first, individual second? League first, team second, individual third mindset? Or would you rather just play it cool with someone? Because I feel like I've garnered more respect by just being upfront honest, saying, hey, this isn't cool. I got a problem with this and whatever. And it's just a testament to Dan with that assertiveness. And, I think age falls into it too. I mean, I'm going to be 45 years old. I'm a parent. Like, I just don't have time to fuck around anymore. If you're in your 20s and stuff like that, like you're asking like a different universe's like worth of opinion there. So best of luck to you. I really don't know what to tell you about that. But to go on with that, I feel like that's a question that kind of leads into something that I've been wondering here for the V.V.H.L. It feels like we're kind of hitting a little bit of a crossroads again. I've heard from guys like the PGL guys, some of the NG guys, and they're like, yeah, our league was like so great. It was all encompassing. Everyone was vibing. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden it just went south. PGL kind of folded. NG sounds like it's kind of like in a little bit of troubled waters. I wish them the best or whatever. I played there for a while. Rules changed. I left. It's no big deal. No hard feelings, whatever. I wish them the best. But I'll tell you, man, the stories that I've heard are like, oh, this league was amazing. It was amazing. And then like 5 toxic guys came in and just like, it was gone before we knew it. It took 2 weeks for it to be poisoned and done. And I'll tell you right now, to everyone and anyone that's listening here, we'll be damned if we let that shit happen here. We're gonna start tightening up the reins a little bit. We have to. We have no choice. People have been getting away with a little bit too much, so we're gonna tighten the strings here. We're gonna start doling out more mutes and stuff like that because we really, really need to keep this house protected. And I don't want a situation like that. So if any of that feedback helps you who wrote in that letter about your friend who broke the rules, hopefully it helped. If it didn't, write back in. I'll try and answer a little more in depth. And yeah, I think, I wish you the best in your decision. you'll have to, that's definitely one I'd like to hear back on if you don't mind writing back in afterwards. And with that, we are going to go hit our last segment of the week, the Mount Rushmore.
4 faces, 0 agreement. The Mount Rushmore of the V.V.H.L.
And here we go. I did not have a Mount Rushmore for this week. I couldn't think of anything. I was kind of racking my brain. I was like, oh, what would be like a cool, like the best goals of the V.V.H.L. And I'm like, I'm never going to remember that. So right before I sat down in the studio / walk-in closet, I asked Sean, Dan, Caustic, and the admin thing, what do you guys think about a Mount Rushmore subject? I can't think of anything. And Sean said, whoa, what if you did like coolest moments or this and that? And I'm like, man, I was thinking the same thing, but too tough to dig up. And Dan, Backlash Dan, big credit here, he goes, how about Mount Rushmore of team names or logos? They don't have to be the same, but so we're gonna take a twist on this, and I'm gonna do 2 groups. It's gonna be like the All NBA team, the first team All NBA team, and the second team All NBA team, or there's gonna be 2 tiers to this one. It's just there's been so many good names, so many good logos. I had it in a couple of like honorable mentions, and then before I knew it, I had 8 names. So we're gonna roll with 8 names. Here it comes. First up on the list, a name that's been around before in a bunch of leagues and things like that, but this one's the one we had here is the V.V.H.L. Flying Dutchman. Thought King, that bright green, the black, always looks super cool. Teams always perform great on the ice. I love that color scheme. South Beach Snipers, actually a couple seasons ago or last season, their alts were the Flying Dutchman green and blacks, and they were so nasty. I was so happy about it. And actually that leads to our second choice on the Mount Rushmore. South Beach Snipers. The pink and the blue, it looks so good with the black. It's just a dynamite color scheme. The logo's sick with the guy with the magnifying spec telescope lenses. I love it. I own a South Beach Snipers Drywick t-shirt from kxkshop.com. Shout out them, VVHL15 for 15% off. Free shipping. Season 11 stuff's in the store. Shout out to them. But yeah, I bought one of those off them. It's fantastic. Love it. Also with them, now these 2, okay, so I'm putting 2 teams here because I feel like the logo is just a good meld of the 2. And they're very similar to me. But one was before Dan like really souped up his graphics production, and this one's kind of like a finalized product of it. So the Lost Boys, they had a purple and white one. It was a really dope logo. Again, it was still in the beginning stages of all the cool graphic stuff we got here, which in my opinion kind of morphed into the Soul Reapers logo, where they went with the red, black, and white theme, and just incredible. Oh man, are those 2 pretty? And I'll have to post these all in the Between the Whistles tab for you to see. And rounding out this round of the first tier of Mount Rushmore here, the Royal Ghost Season 11. My God, what a color scheme. The blue, the black, the gray, the gold highlights. It's perfect. It's mean looking. I can't get enough of it. It's fantastic. So yeah, first team all Mount Rushmore here. Flying Dutchman, South Beach Snipers, Lost Boys / Soul Reapers, Royal Ghosts. Now, the next grouping that I have, we're going to go with an OG Day 1 team. You've seen a new logo update for him. It's an OG owner, an OG Day 1 guy. Reigns team, X7 Killshot X, Viper City Venom. What a name. The VCV coming at you. Big Cobra in the middle. Love the color scheme. There's been a couple variations of the color scheme. I'm a big fan of snakes. I got a cobra tattooed on my leg, so couldn't have them on the list without that. Next up, my favorite name on the VV6L, my favorite name of the voice channels, the Breakfast Club. No better way to honor the league and pay tribute to the league than have the Breakfast Club out there gaming at 8 a.m. while everyone's working, doing their thing. The logo's fire, team's fire, good shit. Next up's another VV6L team, the Zamboni Zombies. ISO's team. Dude, just incredible. I love the color scheme. It falls in line with that Dutchman type look. The logo's cool. The name's cool. It's a double alliteration with the ZZ. I'm here for all of it. Last but not least, I gotta shout out the Mega Flowers. Listen, I wanted this to be a thing so bad. Like, I'm a huge fan of like just wordplay. Like the Mike Hawks, it was me, Mike. I was an owner with Hawks, 8502 as the GM. So we were the Mike Hawks. But it was also a hawk with a microphone. And it was also Mike Hawks. So funny on 3 different levels, in my opinion. Tried to do the same thing here with the Mega Flowers. Apparently, I forgot that we were in a league where there was like nothing but 20-year-olds. The Mega Powers were a tag team with Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan. I thought a funny wordplay would have been the Mega Flowers, and it was 2 like buds, like cannabis buds, dressed up like Macho and Hogan. And I loved the theme of it. Mob loved the theme of it. No one understood it, man. And just, I'm putting them up. They deserve so much better, both standings wise and Mount Rushmore wise. And funny pun wise. So that's my 4. We'll run through it one more time. Flying Dutchman, South Beach Snipers, Lost Boys / Soul Reapers, Royal Ghosts. Next grouping is Mega Flowers. Mike Hawks get a shout out because it's my podcast. I do what I want. Breakfast Club, Viper City Venom, Zamboni Zombies. That's gonna do it for the week. It's been a long one. I probably forgot some more stuff, but guess what? We've been yapping for a long time. I will catch you all on the ice. Best of luck in V.V.H.L. Best of luck in V.V.6L. Best of luck in your draft lobbies. And KXKShop.com has all the Season 11 stuff, so make sure you get in there. Make sure you order your jerseys. Shout them out in the support channel. Have a great week, everyone. Looking forward to talking to you in the chats. Looking forward to seeing you on the ice. And have a good one, everyone.
Oh my God.